What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Farming Simulator 2019. I'm Colin Weber. Let's get to it. Okay, folks, so from our last video, I was picking up straw in our loading wagon here and depositing into the silo. I just was finishing up a couple of the final rows, and I tried to dump into the silo here, and it won't give me the option to dump. And I actually filled up that silo in the background completely already, as well as the silo all the way down there at the front end of the farm. You can barely see it, that blue one standing. I filled both of those up completely, and I didn't think I would fill this one up completely, but I apparently have. I tried to go to my other silos over there at the main part of my farm, and it won't let me fill those either. So I went ahead and looked here. We are maxed out on the amount of straw we can put into silage, or excuse me, into our silos. So with that being said, I guess I'm going to have to take this load down to the cattle place where you buy cattle from. They also sell and buy cattle feed there. So I'll have to take this all the way down there and try and sell this to, I think it's called M&H cattle. So we'll have to try and sell this to M&H cattle if we can. And then it's a very long journey. So I'm going to cut there in just a moment so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing. But to avoid having to make this trip a couple more times, since I have a few rows left of straw, I'm just going to off screen bale that straw and put it into our bale barn. That way you guys don't have to watch me do all of that, because it'll probably take a little while. I'm guessing I'm probably going to get maybe 20 bales off of what's left. So yeah, I'll do that off camera. Like I said though, that'll be in a little bit here. I will snap to when we're at M&H Cattle. Okay, so we're at M&H Cattle and Feed, and I've been trying now for a while to get rid of this straw, and apparently they only accept it in bale form, which I did not know. I thought you could just dump straw there and they would take it, but apparently not. So I'm going to have to take all that straw out of our silos and figure out what to do with it, whether I just put it out on a field and cultivate it back into the field, or take all the time to put it into bales and then bring the bales over. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'll figure that out later. For now, let's just get back to the farm and get going with what we were originally going to do for the day. Okay, we're going to go into our farm the back way here off of this highway. All of these fields right here are our neighbors' fields. They own them. The AI does, not us. But luckily there's this nice little pathway that was in here so we can get to and from the back of our farm through that highway instead of having to go all the way out the front and around every time. A little bit closer to where we were going, so that's why I chose this way. This is the way we also came out. But yeah, so apparently I still have a lot to learn about straw in the rest of the game. I totally thought you could just dump it there and they would take it, but apparently it has to be in the form of a square or round bale, which I didn't know. And maybe that's just this map too. Maybe in the regular 2 maps that come with the game, maybe you can do it this way. Just drop off the straw. Maybe I just can't because this is the Midwest Horizons modded map. I don't know. But I'll figure out exactly what I'm going to do with all of this extra straw now that you know, I don't have any animals to use it for. I don't really feel like buying animals quite yet. Just because I am still learning a lot about the game, obviously. So I don't want to add on a new piece to confuse me even more. But we're just going to leave this straw in this loading wagon over by these silos. And that field over there needs some lime on it. So we will hop into our lime truck and get started putting that over that field. Okay, so we're pulling around here in our lime truck. I don't really know what lime is, but I don't think it's the lime you buy at the grocery store. But every so often, I think it's like every 3 times that you harvest a field, it needs lime. So we'll go ahead and put down a bunch of lime here on this field because it says it's due for a dose. So we'll get it all limed up and everything. That way we don't have to do this for, I don't know, like I said, I think it's like 3 harvests. Lime goes very, very quick in this game. You don't get a lot of bang for your buck with it. So one way I've found of exploiting lime is that if you hire a worker, it actually doesn't use any lime out of your truck. Now, it might charge you twice as much for the worker. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. But I found that when I go back to my truck, like at the end of the field, and that worker is finished, I still have the same amount of lime in it that I did when I hired the worker. So, again, I don't know if the game charges me twice as much because of that or how that works. But at least I don't have to continuously fill my truck with lime. So we'll do a few passes here and then I'll hire somebody to keep on going for us. Okay, as you guys can see, we've gone like 3 passes up and down the field, and we went from 97% lime and we're down to 6. So I'm 100% gonna hire somebody here. That way we don't run out and I don't have to just constantly keep filling the truck up. As you can see, the amount of lime is no longer going down. I've got a worker hired who's spreading it for me, but money is also going down at an insane rate. I personally, yeah, I'm losing a lot of money, but for as much work as it's going to be to constantly be refilling that and do the whole field and everything, I think it'll be well worth it to have this person hired to do the field for us. Plus, we've got plenty of grain in storage that we can sell. If I really need to, I can bale up that straw and go sell those straw bales and whatnot for some extra money. So I don't think we're going to be hurting on money anytime soon. So to me, it's definitely worth it to not have to continuously refill that. I obviously will have to refill it after this field is done, but that's doable. That's a lot easier than doing it, refilling this truck 4 times for this whole field. So we're going to I think probably start harvesting some corn over here on the right in front of us there. That corn looks like it's ready to harvest, so we're going to go ahead and get in our new Holland with the corn header and start harvesting that. Alright, we are in our New Holland CR 10.90 harvester with its corn header. And then all the way down there at the end of the field, we've got our tractor with our auger trailer and a semi with a trailer pulled behind it. Hopefully we'll only need 1 semi-trailer for this field. It's not overly large. So we'll get started here and see just how much we can get filled up in that semi. We might need 2. We'll see. But, you can have a straw swath with the corn to get some more straw, but I'm kind of sick of the straw after finding out that it has to be in a bale in order to sell it. So I turn the straw swath off. It's just going to drop all the junk on the ground in a random pattern, not in a pick-upable, usable sort of swath. So I'm pretty much okay with that at this point. I don't think we're going to be doing anything with straw anytime soon. So With that said, we'll get harvesting here. I'm sure we'll have to make quite a few stops with our auger trailer to get loaded up. So we'll take some time here, get it sped up, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we made it around one full time. I'm just going to do a second time around. That way, if we do end up hiring someone at some point, we've got extra room for them to turn around, because the AI don't make very good turns. Takes them quite a large space to turn around. So I'm going to give him 2 rows here, just in case. Who knows, that might not be enough for him anyway. But we'll do it anyway, just so there's plenty of room there. This is going to be our second time emptying our combine as well. So we'll get switched over to our auger trailer here. I really like this new Holland harvester. It's super smooth in its steering and everything. I just think the yellow looks really good on it. And it actually holds a little bit more yield than the John Deere S790 does. So who knows, maybe we'll trade that thing in and get a second one of these, because I really like this thing. Then if we had 2 of them running this cornfield, boy, this would take no time for it to get finished. So we'll get swung around here. I don't know exactly where it's going to need to be placed, so we'll hop in here. Get our pipe out there. And we're pretty close, not quite in the spot we need. So we'll just get our trailer pulled up here. There we go. And we'll hop back in our New Holland. That way, when it's done emptying, we can get that pipe back in and keep going around again. So we'll do as much combining here of this corn as we can and see how far we get. Okay, everybody, we are finishing up our second time all the way around the field. That way, if we do hire a helper, they should hopefully have plenty of room to turn around. Seems like they make quite big turns, so hopefully they have plenty of room now. In these 2 times around, I've already had to empty this harvester 3 times, so that is well over 40,000 liters of corn yield already, which is 2/3 of a semi. So I'm quite sure that we're going to need at least 2 semis for this field at this point. Maybe even more, I don't know. We'll have to see when we are all finished here. But now that we've gone around twice, I'm actually just going to start going up and down the field regularly instead of making paths all the way around. So we'll see how this goes for a while, see how long it takes us. Okay, everybody, this is already our 5th time unloading the harvester, and that's all the more we've done. So I'm thinking that we're definitely going to need 2 semis for this, probably even all 3, maybe even more than that. I don't really know. What I do know is that there's so much in the harvester and in this trailer that this trailer can't even hold everything that's in the harvester. This trailer holds 70,000 liters, as we see in the bottom right. It just hit 70,000. We're 100% full. There's still 2,000 liters at least in the harvester. So this is going to be one massive yield of corn. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead, get this started unloading into our semi back here. And then we'll go ahead and check on our lime over there in the field, see how well our helper did, see if I need to do any extra work or not. Okay, so over here at our lime spreader, as we can see, the AI helper did a pretty decent job. I kind of knew that they wouldn't get this edge right here. They never do. I just don't know why. I think it's because that fence is there, because he did it here. He just didn't do it over there. So I'm thinking it's because there's that fence there. I will go ahead and get our lime spreader refilled here, and then finish up the couple little spots that he missed, or she missed. I guess it could have been a girl too. So I'll get those spots fixed up that the helper missed, but that'll do it for our video, everybody. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content, and definitely comment on anything you want to. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next one.